Hi there, in this video I'm going to share with you how you can pitch properly, in other words sing in tune, even if you think you're tone deaf. Now before we dive in, remember to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you get all of my future videos, and when you finish this video go ahead and watch some of the other videos on this channel. I have hundreds of videos here, so there will be something for you. A song that I use quite often in my videos for beginners and people who find it difficult to sing in tune is Back to Black by Amy Winehouse. And even though Amy is a fantastic singer and great songwriter, Back to Black is great because most of the verse is sung on one note, there. So we can just keep coming back to here. And there it is. He left no time for regret. There it is. Kept himself wed. There it is. With his same old safe bed. And there it does change, okay? But if you stick to that and you just sing the first few lines that are just on that note, then you're not going to go far wrong. Mr. Brightside's another great one. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. And it changes a little bit, but it's much more like speaking. For a lot of people, especially people who haven't had any training or people who want to sound good, most people start doing weird things with their voices. Start doing really, I'm not even doing just weird stuff like that, right? But we really don't need to. If you approach singing the same way that you approach speaking, it's going to be much more simple and much easier for you to make the sounds that you want to make. So we're going to start with an N sound, N for naughty. And we're just going to hold one single note. This note should be good for everyone. If it's too high for you, you might want to bring it down if you're a bass or a baritone. So it'd be lower. I can't, that's too low for me. And it should be fine for everyone from a tenor onwards, okay? So we're just going to say, we're not singing, we're just saying, just like that. And then we're going to elongate it. It doesn't matter if your voice goes wobbly. If it goes like, it doesn't matter as long as you're aiming for this note. Now, if you're not sure whether you're saying the right note, the right pitch, I highly recommend that you record yourself on your voice recorder and listen back. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, oh no, I hate the sound of my voice when I hear it back. And that's because your voice sounds different in your head than it does to other people. And it also sounds, excuse me, very different in your head than it sounds when you're recorded, because your voice goes through lots of different effects when it's being recorded and then when you play it back. So if you're really serious about wanting to move forward with your singing, get used to hearing yourself sounding weird. Eventually it won't sound weird anymore and it will just sound like you. So when I hear my voice played back, I know that it's me, even though it sounds different than it does in my head, because I've heard it played back for many years. Okay, so let's go for So we're just going to make the sound. It's just making a sound. We're not singing. And then we're going to hold it for 4 beats. So take a breath. You don't need to go, that's not going to help you. You're not going to take much breath in if you do that. That's just moving your shoulders. When you breathe in, you want your stomach to be loose and feel relaxed. And then you're just going to make the sound It might feel a bit tense in your throat to start with. Eventually, when you aim for the sound, rather than trying to make it sound good, eventually you won't feel that tension here and the sound produced will be nice and smooth. But that might take a few goes, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, breathe. That's it. Let's do that again. 1, 2, here's your note. Breathe. Okay, so let's do the exercise. So we're going to say the note, sound the note for 4 beats, and I'm going to pulse the note and you're going to sound the continuous note. So it's not no. I'm going to pulse the note on the piano and we hold the note like I was just doing there. So it's like this. Then we've got 4 beats to breathe. Take a long breath. Okay, so that's how it goes. Here we go. 1, 2, breathe. Let it out. Breathe. Now, some of you are going to start to get worried now because you're thinking that it's getting high. It's not getting high. We're only here. This is high, or even here, that's high. We're nowhere near that. We've got all of these notes to go through before we get up there, okay? So don't worry. What's happening is that you're approaching the middle part of your voice where your lower voice meets that airy, choiry sound. And they clash and they create that crack in your voice, which you're probably thinking about right now. So to manage that area, I want you to think about the air and the sound coming through your nose rather than trying to avoid the crack by squeezing your throat. So let's go back to here. Here we go. Breathe and think about the air coming through your nose. Now it might sound like my voice has changed slightly, and it has, because rather than going to a mixed voice, I want you to hear the difference. So we have which is my chest voice, and which is my head voice. It's a bit lighter, a bit airier. Yours will probably be a lot quieter than mine because you're probably not used to using it, or you're not used to using it in the correct way, the way that I'm doing. And that's probably because no one's shown you, so don't worry. So again, think about it being nice and light. We don't need to push, we don't need loads of air. We just want to let the sound come out and the air come out through our nose, and that will work. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, breathe. And we've sung a whole octave. So that's the first exercise. Well done. Now this lesson is taken from my online course, Singing Mastery. If you'd like to get that course, then go to the pinned comment or the description and you can find the link there. So I hope that this has helped you to understand a bit more about how you can pitch, even if you think you're tone deaf. I'll see you in the next video. Remember to like if you've enjoyed this. Take care, stay hydrated. Ciao!